Right, hello everyone. We are back.
Hello.
It is BarCast again, and my name is Chris. I'm with my co-host Mark, and
Hello
today,
there.
and it's good to be back.
Oh, it is indeed.
So, Mark, how are things with you lately?
Mine have been good. My little boys are grown so quick, and they are now getting into the rebellious catapostrophe in a way phrase where they're running around. They're somehow making it quicker than I can to get them. They're bouncing around. I mean, they're even behind here, somewhere in the
I,
darkness,
I,
running
I
around.
thought I could hear him rustling about.
Yeah, luckily there's no glass, so that's fine.
Oh yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
Oh, they got to love them. I love them to pieces. They are my good boys. They play, they kill. My legs, yeah, I don't think I'm going to wear shorts for a while. Not what they've done to them.
Oh, they like nibbling on Dad's legs, do they?
Yep. And then I started wearing slippers again. And yeah, let's just say they've got a very good ambush. One comes to front, one comes from behind. It's like, but
That's
what foot?
standard pack hunting, that is.
Pretty much. And I'm impressed by it.
No, they
'Cause
they are predators.
oh god, yeah. Tell you what, though, they're like the one day when they will jump on my face, be like the day, it'll be like from Alien on with the face hackers.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But obviously, that's what's mainly been going on. That's what's been cheering me up a bit. I obviously lost a few more pounds. So I'm doing all right now.
Oh, that's good.
Mm. But how about yourself? How are you doing?
Yeah, things are going pretty well at the moment, I would say. I've got my desk properly set up here. I've got myself a new chair,
Oh,
so in
nice.
case things go a bit wrong and we're going to lockdown or working from home again, I'm actually going to be comfortable this time.
Which is a
Uh,
good thing. Comfort is
Good
always the
thing.
most important.
I've had a bit of a shuffle around at home, so when you're like, okay, I've enjoyed this setup at home, but I think it could be more practical for me. So I've had a little
Yeah, I get.
shuffle around in the lounge.
Mm.
Like, it's a lot more comfortable to live in now.
Yeah, and always changing is always good because then like you get a different sense of where something is and if you feel better and then half the time change is nice, even if it's small.
Exactly, and at the moment, how it stands, I'm quite happy with things. I think this will be the last big shift around I have for a while.
So,
Um, so, I mean, unless I get something ridiculous like a new sofa, but I'm generally pretty happy with the layout of the lounge.
oh, that's good. And of course, we can see if any demons come up behind you, so we can do the old pantomime
Exactly,
thing. It's
exactly,
behind you.
exactly with my new layout. You can actually see down the hallway, so I can always see behind me when I'm on camera.
Damn, I've got to call off the assassins now.
Oh, what
Yes,
a shame.
I know.
Hoo hoo. But in all serious, Mark,
Hmm.
I know we say we're doing all right, but how are you actually doing mentally? Like, I know recently for both of us, our mental states haven't exactly been tickety boo.
Yeah, no, yeah. In all seriousness, draining. Honestly, a lot of draining and oh, I mean, you and I, we always seem like the happy-go-lucky, but
Yeah, yeah, we generally put on like this really positive front because we don't want people worrying about us, and
mm,
we are generally the emotional support for our relative friend groups.
yeah,
I feel like the only time we really let our guards down is when we're with each other
mm,
because we're each other's emotional support person. So
yeah.
obviously that could be extremely messy if we both break down at the same time.
Oh God, yeah. I'll tell you
But
what.
but
Other than that, it's a good thing because like little bits breaking down and you can build yourself back up, which I always find is quite handy. And we
yeah,
grow each time. We do grow.
exactly. I feel like the growth is really important.
Mm,
I know lately for myself, mine is a personal anxiety of like being like on my own too much.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, I'm not exactly social.
Mm.
I wouldn't say I'm an extrovert. I don't really go out and partying and do all that.
Mm.
I just like to be with like one or two people, and it's also the fact that like I've been alone, like single alone,
Yeah.
for like 25 and a half years.
Mm. But I
So
tell you, when you do get the companionship, which most people, that's what they seek nowadays, it is good. And sometimes, obviously, people do get in relationships when they're young. I mean, fair enough. There are some that have really worked really well, but there are some times where you meet the wrong person maybe too early. I've seen. If that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, I know. I've seen like my biological parents, my mum
Mm.
and my actual dad. You know, they,
Mm.
they they got together, but I think they were too young at the time, and it didn't work out. And
No.
now my mum's with my stepdad, and things are good.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, like, time is what we have, and if you're enjoying life, that's what I always thought was quite good. Um, and anyway, we've got the fellowship of gentlemen.
Yeah, we got the Fellowship of Gentlemen, but the Fellowship of Gentlemen is all well and good, except when you can't see them in person and you can't get what I
True.
need, like the companionship side of things. I'm fine with talking wise. I'm fine.
Mm.
I have got all the social media and I can do video chats and things like this. Zoom call is great.
Mm.
That, that's all I need verbally and talking.
Yeah,
But it's the no actions speak louder than words. It's the cuddle
presence,
side of
I'd say.
things, the
Presence
presence, the
carries a long
comfort,
way. Mm.
and that's that's what I need.
I mean, if you think about it, how lockdown has lasted, I mean, if you consider what March is when it really started nailing down, and we're already up to pretty much the end of the year now because it's coming
Yeah,
September. No, it's coming October. Sorry, it's going quick.
yeah, exactly. Time has just gone really, really quickly, and I have to say, some of this year I've been fine. I've just accepted the fact that lockdown is happening, COVID is a thing,
Mm.
and my big fear right now is the way a lot of people haven't taken the lift of the restrictions seriously, and they've just gone back to normal life.
Yeah.
That for me, who I'm trying to take it as serious as I can, while still,
Mm.
not being alone for the rest of my days.
Mm.
Um, I'm not gonna be able to see people and get the comfort I need, and it's just triggering my bad side of my mental health. I've just had
Yeah.
2 bad weeks. Like
Yeah, I
I,
get that because it does. I mean, as you said, there is a difference between meeting someone face to face in like there in the room to what we're doing now. It is completely different,
yeah,
and it's not the same.
exactly. When I meet with, sorry, my throat is really croaky this evening. Um, when I meet with certain people, like I know some of my friends, they are not
Mm.
touchy people,
Mm.
and I'm fine with that. I respect that. But then there's some people who will just see me and goes, "Okay, I know what Chris needs. He just needs a bit of a cuddle, and he'll be right as rain for a bit.
It's a good bear hug,
You know,
good
a
old
bear
fashioned
hug,
bear
or
hug.
just like honestly, I'd honestly just like either like being used as a lap pillow or using someone as a lap pillow and just having like that really tender cuddle.
Ah, yeah, it can't be.
Like
They're
I'm
nice.
really into that. Like if you
Mm.
don't want to talk to me, but you just want to use me as a pillow for like 3 hours, I
Mm.
will happily watch a movie and you will just use me as a pillow, and I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that about like not speaking, that was one thing that someone told me once. Because obviously, I used to always feel like I had to talk in environments, like I couldn't be quiet or I couldn't have it because I always grew up with like there was talking. Until like one of my old like friends basically did say, sometimes you can enjoy the presence of somebody without speaking. Like you can be in the room doing your own thing, but you don't have to feel the need to include. It's like, for me, that twigged in my head, but I always felt like I had to include everyone, had to talk, even if it was just mild stuff like small chat or long. But yeah, I always felt like I had to say something or do something.
It's being comfortable with the silence.
And that is a golden thing.
I'm generally, if I'm comfortable with someone or comfortable to a certain level, I can nail that. I can just very happily just not talk. Like, if you want this to be quiet, I will just escape into my own mind, but I will just feel the presence. And honestly, that's what my mental health is missing, because I'm not getting that as much. I used to get it on like a weekly or every other week sort of basis, and now not to have it for best part of 6 months.
Yeah,
It's messing with me. I'm not gonna lie.
No, and it is bizarre because whereas we all thought, okay, couple months, come out, we did for what was it, a week before the lockdown kicked in again, or like
Something stupid like that.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It was like a couple of days. It's like what happened with obviously with like France and that. Every like tourist got said you've only got like 2 days to make it back, or you're gonna have to be quarantined in your place without going out even food shopping for like 2 weeks.
Exactly. I imagine the workload on you was extremely stressful, which would have beaten your mental health down to a low level.
Oh yeah, I mean, you always got people like traveling that, but it's interesting to see how they respond, because I mean, like, you think how we're saying, oh, we're mentally drained and like, well, we don't see people. You got to think, well, they've not seen people as such, so they're not always in the right mind when they speak. So sometimes they can be, it's not blunt, but they say what they want.
They're straightforward.
They're more straightforward what they want, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But it is bizarre to see. I mean, obviously, I'm not risking going anywhere. It's no point this year because everything's going. I mean, it was like the Greek islands, for example. They went up, whereas they were a safe zone not that long ago.
Yeah, New Zealand was safe till the Brits went.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking on just general mental health and how everyone's taking it rough, I've found that I always set myself like a really long to-do list sometimes.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, and I always made sure I got it done because it was keeping me busy. But I realized, it was good for me to get that stuff done, but it wasn't always the best for my mental health because I'd be tired, I'd want to go to rest, but I would still be doing. I would put the mindset, no, I've got to get this done. I've got to get this done. I've got to get this done.
Yeah, you need to chill out a time for the batteries to charge.
So I've now realized, okay, I didn't get everything done, but I got something done. Like, even if that something for me was just like I got out the flat and I went for a half-hour walk just to exercise, or I did something which I find enjoyable, which is sad as hell, but I did my accounts because, I like my numbers. Numbers calm me down.
Which is good.
It's good. I like when my figures balance. Just doing like little, or if I need to do a bit of mining or grinding for Minecraft, that's not very mentally draining because I can do that at my own pace. So
that's true. Because obviously you can chill out more because you haven't got the need of a time limit as such.
It's a job that needed doing, but I can do it in my own time, and since it's done, it's now off my list. But it's not stressful. And as long as I do at least one of them things, I'm like, okay, it's not a completely wasted day, and I'm taking the rest of the time to recharge myself.
Yeah, because I've always believed it's always the small victories that build up. Because you can always feel like, all right, another day, another day, another day. It's going to be a victory at the end. And then once you've got that, it's not as sweet. Whereas if you, as you said,
You
you
have to
do that
celebrate
one
the
thing,
little victories sometimes.
yeah, the little ones build up, and then you really
Yeah.
feel accomplished when you look back on
And that's what I've been focused on during the past
it.
couple of weeks where my mental health really did take a dip for me.
Mm,
So I've been in a funk for the past fortnight. But this one has actually, just given me enough of a kick.
mm.
I'm starting to feel a bit more positive again. And all I know is
Yeah,
just keep these little victories up. Then I've got a week off work and then I can properly recharge myself.
yeah, that's good because obviously, as we said before, you do have a time when your emotions just go, but it's natural. Everyone has it. So if anyone
Exactly.
feels like they're breaking down too many times, everyone does, but they just don't show
Yeah. Just remember, if you can grab a couple of little victories, even if that little victory is just washing your face,
it. Mm,
wash your face, have a glass of water, take time for yourself. Your mental health is so goddamn important.
mm,
And
incredibly so.
take it from us, we've had our ups and downs. I remember when Mark's mental health got so bad, he disappeared for a month or three.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
But
used to.
he took that time and he's better for it.
Mm, I did grow, and I did get my feedback from. If you ever go silent again, they're gonna chase you down.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Also, don't forget your friends.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Even if you just got to say like a couple of lines, it's
Yeah.
all it takes.
And you don't even have to talk to them. If they ask you what you need, and sometimes if you just need their presence,
Mm,
you don't want any talking, you just want someone there.
yeah,
If they're truly your friends, they'll be happy to comply.
I mean that's what we've done for each other.
Yeah.
We've always been. So everyone, obviously, it is 2020. We can't avoid it, can't at all. And obviously, we thought this was going to be everyone's year because obviously, looking back and like 2019, that was quite a year, but we've blown past it with 2020 now, haven't we?
To be fair, the end of the tens were a bit of a show. I
Mm,
mean, basically, ever since Trump's been in power, it's been a bit risky.
yeah, I was gonna say that's every bit of news from America is like he's been there. I mean, he was always there before he even was president, but now it's.
But it's because he's been highlighted. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Hmm. But as we were saying, obviously, 2020, the start of the year, we were doing all right. It
Yeah.
was good. Everyone was like keeping up. And then obviously, as we said, like March time, it just everything was going. It was like instant, like everything was closing down.
It just collapsed.
As it's talking about the years, we have resolutions that we've always made.
Yes, we do. We do indeed. So, what brought you on to resolutions?
So someone has asked us about resolutions and how this year has actually affected. With mine, it's massively actually affected mine. If it crushed one of mine, which was
What's your resolutions then for this year?
so I've been talking about that with the fitness when I was doing it and how I was doing well. Obviously, I've only recently been going back. Obviously, with everything that was happening and how it was getting, I stressy. It was like the comfort that I could have. So the progress that I started making going in from the start to the end, it weren't too bad. I was doing it, and then soon as like we hit the lockdown, because originally I was going to go to Prague in
Yeah, I
March
remember
with,
that.
yeah, and then literally it was so let's say we were going the Thursday, it came like the Monday, and it was like everyone's going lockdown. It's like okay, we were about to go out there. The flights we got to cancel. We got to do that, and yeah, so that was one resolution that basically will start to crumble. The other one, which is good, is our channel. Um, that was my second one for the year. It was us doing more, which I'm very pleased because we have.
Yeah, we've actually succeeded on one of your New Year's resolutions, a
Hmm.
bi weekly podcast.
So that's my small victory. That's quite good. And I'm back on track with the other one. So hopefully I get better and you'll start seeing maybe in the maybe next year a slimmer mark.
It's slimmer mark. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I hope so.
Mm.
Although, keep some of your cuddly feature.
Oh, always, always. I mean, that's what the beard is for as well. That's never
Yeah,
going to change.
I swear to God, you're more of a bear than I am sometimes.
Ah,
Actually,
God,
no,
yeah.
I take that back. No one will beat me.
No,
Well, actually, no, there's someone who can, but
I mean, I'm
let's
more
not
of an
talk
ape.
about that.
But what about
um,
yourself, Chris?
I
What
didn't.
would your...
I didn't really set resolutions for myself this year because I do this thing. I set myself like a couple, and then I always flunk them. Like every year, I fail miserably. Then
Mm,
there was one year I did do it.
mm,
My New Year's resolution was not to get fatter,
all right.
and I managed. I lost 3 pounds over that whole year.
Oh, that's good.
No,
That is good.
it's not great. I was up, I was down, I was all over the shop, but I did end the year lighter than I was at the start of the year.
Which is good. It is always
Exactly.
good.
So, other than resolutions, I set myself many targets.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was just they're all really vague as well.
Mm.
They were lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't specify how much.
That's good because it gives you flexibility.
Yeah, mine was manage to save some money because after Christmas I was skint
Oh yeah, that
because I
is the season.
yeah, 'twas the season. I I spent all of my savings,
That.
which was damn stupid. But it was all my friends and I love them and I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
Mm.
But this year when I buy presents, I want some money for myself at the end of the year in case things go wrong. I
Oh,
need
it's
to
always learning though. You're always learning.
exactly. And I wanted to carry on with my music stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well, music, social media, and basically this side of my life, like the
yeah.
non-work side.
Yeah, which is good. Like you did a really good song as like one of your uploads. So if you haven't checked his channel out yet, do check out his channel.
Shameless plug for me. Thank you, Mark.
Oh no, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, actually, that was the like biggest thing I wanted to write. I didn't set as a goal. It was just more of like an ambition. I wanted to
Ah,
write a duet this year.
oh, that's good.
Like like I've been like writing songs for a few years now,
Mm,
and I thought challenge myself a bit. I want to
mm,
write a song which is a duet and a song which is unconventional for me to sing.
mm.
I've done the duet, and as you said, it's done. It's uploaded on my channel, and I've recently just finished writing the unconventional song.
All right, that's quite
When I
good.
say
Yeah,
recently, it was literally the end of last week.
so yeah, that is actually quite impressive because it does take a while, especially after you've done one to do the next one.
Yeah, this one fortunately came quite quick. It
So
took
was
me
you more inspired after you did your last one
um
then?
this one's a bit different
Mm.
to the last one. It's got a different message behind it. However, this one is more quite personal to me.
All right.
It's a song more addressed to myself.
Ah, okay.
It's essentially it's about how I basically always let my nerves and anxiety overtake me.
Mm.
So for just one time, I want to have the nerve to like do the thing, like whether it's talk to someone, ask someone out.
Mm.
Like there are other recipients to the song other than me,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. But obviously, as you
but
said,
it's more of a message. It's more of an annoyance at myself for not being able to do the thing.
or maybe you never know. Maybe after you've sung it and it's uploaded, you never know. Things might change.
Exactly, and I didn't really set that targets, but I would have liked to try to this is probably one goal that did get squished this year. I
Hmm.
was gonna try and get myself out there and try and go for like a first date because again I've not done that. That didn't.
Nah.
COVID kind of quashed that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, for all like the
I've
social types,
I've
yeah.
managed to losing weight.
Which is that's good,
I
especially
like
nowadays.
I started this year over 18 stone, and as it
Hmm.
stands, I'm under 17.
Oh, nice.
So
You are
like,
doing very well.
so that's great.
Hmm.
I've got more money in my bank now than I did before I started spending last Christmas, and I've still
Hmm.
got 3 paydays before Christmas, which
Which
is
is a good thing.
great.
Hmm.
So that's more savings. Um, and as I say, I've written the song. So my goals this year, I've sort of actually knocked them out the park.
Which is good.
Apart from the date thing, obviously, but
Yeah. Oh, we'll just have to see during this winter time, really. I mean, in theory, because it's been during when the weather was getting warmer, you never know what might happen this winter. It might be not like saying this side, but January, you might
yeah,
see stuff opening up again.
we might do. But as this time goes by, but I know. Before we started talking about this topic, I know you wanted to give some advice on things. So what
Yeah.
advice would you give to like people thinking about next year? Do you advise them to go big on goals, or do you advise them to like take it safe? We don't know what 2021 will bring, whether or not COVID is still a big player.
Hmm.
So
I
do you
mean,
want to play it a bit smaller and just set small year possible goals?
yeah, I'm gonna go more with the small goals because it's much nicer and it's like once you started building them up, like you can set yourself two, three of them. Like you could say maybe out of the five that I've got set, if I do two of them, it's a good year. Because going big, it's you set yourself your goal, you get morale for it, and then when it doesn't happen, you look back, or if you've mentioned it to someone and they mention it, then your motivation just goes. It's like you either feel rushed, like you've got to do it, or you don't want to do it now because you feel like you're getting forced. It wants to come naturally. So, for example, I was talking about earlier, just having like looking after your body, like just have a making sure you drink a glass of water each time every day.
Yeah, yeah,
That's mine. It's like start off small, get those little victories going, and then if you really want to go big, you can always start another one halfway through the year, being like, "This is my year. It's going well. How about this for this second half of the year? I'm going to do a big one." That's my advice.
yeah. I'm actually gonna follow you with that. That's exactly
Mm.
what I'm thinking. I'm gonna stick with the goals I've got because
Mm.
mine don't really have an end date. Like, carry on trying to save a little bit of money. Because it doesn't matter if you save 5p or £50.
It all
Uh,
adds up.
it adds up. Look after the
Mm.
pennies, and the pounds look after themselves.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's a good accountant's phrase there. Um, lose weight. I'm doing fine at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah, I completely understand. I'm gonna have bad days or bad weeks or even a bad
Mm.
month, heck. But just look after yourself. Um, mine's gonna, and I've got one big one for next year,
Oh,
and
that's
is I
good.
really want to take like a friend holiday.
Mm.
I've taken plenty of family holidays with my actual family, but I
Yeah.
want to take a family holiday which is my friend family.
Oh, that's good.
Also, Pride. I've
Mm.
as a bisexual male, I have to go to Pride at some point, and I think next year's gonna be a good year to do it.
I was say, here comes 2021. Let's see what can happen.
Exactly. Here's to the future.
Oh, indeed.
If you like our content, please consider supporting us on Ko-fi. Right, Mark, you know what we haven't talked about for a while?
Oh, is it what I think it is?
D&D.
Da 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 da
D&D.
Da, 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 da. I don't know the rest of the lyrics,
No,
but
me
I'll stick
either.
with that.
But anyway, yeah, well, it's been a while, and I thought we've talked about a couple of quite serious subjects so far. So I'm going to try and lighten the mood.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah, so we've had a couple of sessions since the last one, and oh boy, it's
Sounds like it's an
a
interesting
bit's
one.
happened. So basically, I think the last time we left it, I was on top of a spire, and we just faced a big bad evil guy, and we nearly got killed.
Yep, I remember
That's
that.
good. That's where we were.
And you free max at a wall.
Yes, we threw Max at a wall. Beautiful. Basically, what happened in the last couple of sessions, they were shorter sessions, but they were quite important plot points.
Ah.
So basically, the bed bag evil guy was revived, and the king of the area of Califor, I believe it was, basically got killed as part of the sacrifice.
Oh no.
That's what happened. I should have filled that in during that, but doesn't matter. Basically, we survived this battle. We hid until the bad guys went away. The next day came. We had a long rest. We got all our HP back. Blah blah blah. We go up to where the battle was. We retrieve the king.
Oh.
Pick his head up. Take the body. Max, who is our rogue, and Luke, who is our paladin, I believe, basically stretchered him back. We took the king to Califor, where he was from. Now, unbeknownst to us at the time, the DM has said Max's job as a rogue was actually originally to kill the king. We weren't away with that, and my character met his character in where he got arrested for trying to kill the king. But we didn't know that. I knew he was in prison for being caught for failing his assassination, but I didn't know
It sounds like a mission successful.
But we didn't know he was supposed to assassinate until this session. So we took the main culprit, the accused culprit guy, to Califor with the dead body. So we go to Califor. It's Pelor Day, which is a god. It's a saint's day.
Yeah.
It's like St. Patrick's Day, but for Califor and Pelor. And we take the dead king. We take him into the city to the prince.
Oh no.
We retrieved your dad. He was slain by this big bad evil guy. And he went, "Are you sure? Because that's the captain of our guards." Okay, that's not great. And the guy behind you is someone we sent to prison for trying to kill him anyway.
Oh.
So we all got thrown into prison.
Damn.
Not good. Not good at all. So we're in prison. We're in twos. And Max, being a rogue, he goes, "Okay, I'm going to escape." So he rolls to pick a lock. He rolls a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
So basically, the door's not locked. He pushes it open. And it just, magically opens, and he walks out. He gets caught by a guard and thrown into a different prison. Oh, and he also gets knocked out for it.
Oh, fair.
I can't remember how it happened. It was like a month ago.
Magic.
No, I think the guy just smacked him around the head and knocked him out. So, Max goes into prison, into a jail cell further down, and the guy's got no keys now, so he can't break out. So, for some reason, some magic entity breaks us all out of prison, gives us all our stuff back, and we have to make a run for it. So we're escaping a prison to run out of Califor. The guards have spotted us, and they're now chasing us. So we're just like, "Oh no, we're gonna get killed." So we run to a dock. We see a boat. We jump on the boat. Now, bearing in mind, Luke has to leave us this session because he went back to university. We had to find a natural way for his character to leave the story. We're just like, "Oh shit, we're all on this boat. What are we going to do?" So, there's two guys on this boat. It's their boat. So what's going to happen is, one of our elves goes to threaten this guy. Rolls to threaten, doesn't really work. Rolls low. So, okay, don't have time for this. I don't have time to threaten him. So I rolled to hit him with my warhammer just bit more intimidating.
As
Actually,
you do.
boom.
As you do.
I was expecting I've been rolling like a mid-teens, like tens teens, so I would have done a bit of damage enough to
Hmm.
scare them. I rolled a 20. I nearly killed him. I smacked him apparently right in the chest with the butt of my hammer. He went off the boat,
Damn.
so back first. The other guy jumped in after him, so we stole the boat, obviously. But the guards had caught up to us by this point. So Luke jumped off the boat, rolled a high acrobat, so he landed safely.
Hmm.
Did a bull rush, and he stalled for us so we could sail away. And that was a good
Oh,
gesture.
that's a
I
nice.
threw
Nice.
I threw 30 gold pieces going for the medical bills. I was a good guy, Chris. Yeah.
A reverse
Don't worry.
pirate. You steal the ship, but you give
I
gold
paid
away.
for I paid
See?
for the medical bill.
So the Robin Hood of piracy.
Yeah, essentially. The thing is though, they didn't decide that I didn't kill him until the next session. When I first rolled the 20, he said I hit him with the full force of the hammer and killed him. I was an enemy of the state because I just went thwacked him with my warhammer and he was gone. Luckily, they said, no, you didn't kill an innocent. You're not a war criminal just yet.
Or like that. Not yet.
Not yet. So that was the first. That was the first session. The second session is on this boat. Now, it's a rowing boat with sails. So you can row and you can use wind to power it.
Yeah, like a Viking one.
Yeah. Max being quite athletic and got good acrobatics, he was on sails. I had the strength and the endurance, and so did the other elf for some reason. And we rowed. They got a 19. They got like an 18 plus 4, so they got a 22. I rolled another nat 20. So we were steaming down the river, so we were rowing, and it got late. Our elf, which has good perception, I promise next time we do this, I'll give their proper names. I just too into the story right now.
Oh, that's fine, don't worry.
And just rowing down, our elf with good passive perception was looking across the ship, and she sees a ghost wraith. Pointing at her, and then disappears.
Oh, that's not good.
That is really not good. And then we hear nothing from that wraith again for the rest of the session. But we have to go through a few locks, and every time we hit a lock, there's orcs. They're chasing us by the looks of it. Or they're part of Gramesh, who was the big bad guy. I just remembered his name, Gramesh. Gramesh's follies we were fighting as we go through each lock.
Funny if that's what the wraith is.
Possibly, but we don't see the wraith. We get to the last lock, and there's guards from Kellifor, because obviously, as far as they know, we're the bad guys here. And they interrogate us, so we drop all our weapons. But Max is in the sails. So Max rolls to hide in the sails, and he rolled a 22, so he got a good stealth check. It's nighttime, so he had a bit of a bonus.
Oh, that's good.
But our elves and our ranger are getting us into a spot of bother. They're arguing.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like, oh, shit, no, shut up. So I use the bard ability, which I believe is Words of Friendship. I get off the boat. So he's got a knife to my throat. I am unarmed. And I do a diplomacy thing. I use Words of Friendship, and I do a diplomacy check, and which means I had a very high, I had a +9 bonus in diplomacy before I rolled. I was up there, and I had to lie the whole time. I lied that Max, his character, the rogue, had left the ship a few hours ago in the middle of the night whilst we were rowing, and we just haven't seen him. And I had to blag it.
They're going to remember that if they find out the truth.
Exactly. And oh my god, thing is, our DMs told us to get more into character. So I spent the whole session talking a bit more like this. I can't remember exactly how I was talking, but it was quite like this. It was quite Celtic Gaelic. It was like a mixture of Scottish, Irish, and Welsh.
I was going to say, you can't go in Spanish as well in that.
Yeah, I cannot really get it. I like.
It's good though. It's good for a bard because it's well travelled.
It's well travelled, and also I'm a dwarf, so it's a little bit Gaelic. I hope. I know it's just a butcher of an accent, and I apologise to everyone who hears it, but it's just my character. It's not. It's from his dwarven place, and they all talk like that.
That's fine. That's honestly
it's
fine.
not based on anywhere in the real world. It's just a made-up accent. But I had to stick it for like 20 minutes whilst I lied to
That's
the
impressive.
DM, who he knows Max is in the sales, but obviously the character doesn't. And then a freaking orc troll came in the picture as like a mini boss.
Oh wow!
With like 20 orcs, and we were just like, really? And we had Freya put to sleep 2 of the guards, so we only had 2 men supporting us. Luckily, the captain, one of them.
Oh, that's lucky.
We had to freaking fight this mini boss who was like a level higher than us and had double our HP.
Wow.
And we fucking destroyed him. It was so easy.
I was going to say, your luck wasn't too good, but at least you made it.
No, our luck was actually spot on. Like, our elf's rolls paralyzed him and poisoned him or something stupid.
Nice.
Like that. We stopped him moving, and we lowered his defense. Well, like we crippled him basically, and then I killed him.
Nice. Was it with the hammer?
I killed him with my warhammer. I smacked him into the side of the gut, breaking the last couple of ribs and stabbing him in the heart.
So now we know who's stronger. Humans. At least they survive.
I'm a dwarf.
Ah.
I'm a dwarf. I am a god. But yeah, that was a really, really fun couple of sessions.
Does feel like they had a good fun. That's the main thing.
And they were short, so we didn't lose interest too quickly, because I know really long sessions for a couple of our group would actually not do us much good because we don't have the greatest attention span.
Yeah, I see.
But these were good length sessions.
So obviously then, speaking about bards, it's obviously we're getting close to the end.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's and I believe I've got something to show you, Mark, or you listen to. So if you just click play on that little thing I sent you over Discord, and we'll get to hear what we were given. How you doing, all? BarCast. Yes, it is. BarCast.
Sure.
BarCast. BarCast.
That was really good.
Now that's a jingle.
That was actually pretty decent.
So, for context, if you listen to our last episode, we had a guest, Max. And after the session, we said, we're not going to make you do it this time, but would you consider recording us a jingle?
Mm.
And, first thing I went, well, do I have to sing? I went, no, you don't have to sing. Like, even like a little bit of music. And he went, okay, I'll have to think about it. And like 2 days later, sent me that file. I had it early enough. I could have put it in the last episode,
Oh.
but I didn't want to because it's actually my turn to do the jingle,
Hmm.
and this gets me out of it this week.
Oh,
So
it does. It really does, don't it?
I'm not even going to attempt to follow that up.
I was gonna say, I really liked it because it's like how it was going with the beat, and it did get really good. It reminds me of like an intro to like an anime or something. Like you would have it like the characters running or something.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
what I think the full length might be a bit long for a constant intro. However, I may use that as a full intro for our channel, or I might use a bit of it as an intro to the podcast.
I reckon a bit of it would be good.
Yeah,
Or
but I will talk to Max about that. So,
hmm.
but I would like that to be like in every episode right at the start.
Yeah,
So
it
expect to hear
is
that
good.
more because I love it. If you're watching this, you would have seen Mark and I dancing, so I think he liked it.
Oh, of course.
Max,
It got really good. It was terrific job.
it was great. Thank you so much for that. Also, you have
Oh,
set the bar so high. If any other guests do us a jingle,
oh God, yeah.
like here, like if you look on the screen, I'm nearly at the top of the screen. There is a very small area.
So Max has pushed it to the max.
Oh. Yeah, because like Mark's
Was
on
not
a
expecting
downward,
that. I
down,
seriously weren't. Out of
No.
anything, I was not actually expecting it, and I'm so
It's
glad I
mad.
heard it the first time.
It's mad, and we
Mm.
thank you so much for it.
Oh, that was
And we could spend the
unbelievable.
next 10 minutes just talking about it, but as Mark said, the podcast is drawing to a close.
Mm.
And so our next podcast is due on October 10th.
Oh, yeah.
We could be potentially having another special guest, so
Mm.
feel free to tune in for that one. And we will see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.